Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me on our Tuesday Business Booster call on tonight, the 7th of October. And tonight is literally just going to be a redo of my last attempt at showing you the Mannatech Go back office on the computer side of things, okay? I do apologize again for the last attempt. It went very dismal, but tonight will hopefully be a lot better. So I'm going to start sharing my screen, and it's just to show you the slight differences that there are in Mannatech Go through the computer as opposed to doing everything on the actual app, which is on your phone, okay? Both of them are fantastic tools, but they have their slight little quirks, and you can do one on one thing and not on the other, and vice versa. So this is me having already logged into the Mannatech Go app on the desktop. So this is all done on the computer at the moment. Also, I want to let you aware of the actual mannatech.com website. Apparently, the US has had the link from that to the app for quite a while now. I don't know why they didn't make it available for us, but there will be a quick link added to our back office. So next to Success Tracker, you can just click on the link and it'll take you directly to the desktop version of MannaGo, okay? Bear with me 1 sec. I just want to make sure that I am seeing if anyone else joins us tonight. Perfect. All right, so I've logged in. It comes up automatically to this page, which is our media page. So across the top in the gray section, we can see that we have videos, images, PDFs, or presentations. These are just kind of quick tools to click on, and then it'll only show you those assets within this page. All right. So at the moment, it's just going to be showing us the videos that are currently accessible or available to you. If we click on the images, then same thing. It's only going to show us the images that are currently available, and so on. There's also another filter, though, that you can use, which is this section here. Can everyone see where I'm kind of hovering around? It has a little heading called filter. If we click on that, we then have a whole list of different, we're calling these tags. So these are all the different tags. You'll notice that in the Mannatech MannaGo app on your phone, that these are the subheadings for each of the sections in the app. Again, we call them tags. But yeah, you can then do a search within the media section just based on that heading or that tag, okay? So if I wanted a business shareable, actually, let's go onboarding. If I click on that, it comes up with the How It All Works Part 1 and Part 2 by Karen. And that's because I've put these, or I've uploaded these videos with that heading, the onboarding heading, because I figured it was a good idea for this to be something for the new people to see. I've also just added the presentation itself in a PDF version. I'm not sure if that would have updated by now. Hopefully, maybe. No. All right. It's not there, unfortunately. So it will come up shortly, though. And that's just a PDF version of the presentation that Karen and I did with the How It All Works night. Unfortunately, it's in PDF version. I still am working out the little tweaks with that, only because I would prefer it to be in a presentation format so that you can use it as a presentation and it has its little fly-ins and whatever else. But we will get there. So that's just the PDF section. Again, if once I'm in PDFs, if I want to just look at a certain heading or a certain tag, I can do that underneath the filter section, okay? So I can either just look for the documents that are currently available or new associates or product shareables, okay? The uploading of documents and stuff is still a work in progress. Like I said previously, if there is something you want now, just send me a text or shoot me an email requesting it, and I'll put it up straight away for you. But other than that, I try and get to this. At the moment, it's literally maybe once or twice a week. I'd like to be able to spend a full day on it and get everything uploaded for you, but yeah. But so, like I said, if you want something now, just text me or shoot me an email and I'll upload it straight away. It's fairly simple to do the uploading part. But yeah, so that is the media section. You will notice that there is a little edit button. So if we click on edit, it's just these tabs here. You can now delete if you want, or you can actually change the name of it if you prefer. So this, again, if you do change the name, click on save, always click save. Or if you do delete it, it doesn't actually, so deleting it won't get rid of it completely, because basically the tags within it is something that head office has created. And so they do stick around, the actual headings. But apparently it does delete all the assets within that heading for you. Okay. So if you want to delete all the docs, then you can click on delete, but it just means you in your app won't have access to the docs. Everyone else will, except for you. So you might not want to delete them, but by all means, if you want to change the name of it, feel free. Again, it will only change the name of that heading in your app, no one else's. Okay. So that's a little cool function. Where else was I going to take you? Oh, up here. All right. So up under the media tab, it's up the very top along the gray section. You'll see that there is the first tab called media. As soon as you click on it, it comes up with this drop down section. The first heading within that drop down is media, which is the page that we started on. Underneath that, we've got our training. Now, just to show of hands quickly, who's watched the training videos within the app? Has anyone watched the training videos? No.
I clicked, but I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So there are 8 modules, I believe, within the app itself. And to show you, let's unshare this. Actually, before I go there, I'm going to show you this part because we're already sharing this. So in the desktop version, there are these 4 videos. Okay. And then we have, I think, a training PDF on building a contact list. So these are within the actual desktop part of MannaGo. They aren't in the app, and the training in the app is completely different. All right. So if you want to each of them are not even 5 minutes each. So there's 20 minutes of your day if you want one day, just to have a watch through of those. Alrighty. Oh, look, there I am. I don't want to see me. If I open up the app, so at the very bottom, in the very middle, we've got that, what is it? A graduation hat. If you click on that, that is your training. So you all should have access to this. But there are 8 steps, and within these are short videos, and I believe there's 8. So the 8 steps is the 8 modules, but within each module, there are, oh no, okay, so there you go, 9 lessons. There's 9 lessons within the 8 steps. I don't know why that isn't called 9 steps, but there's 9 lessons within the 8 steps. Well, yep, that's right. And these are, like I said, very different to the ones that are on the desktop of MannaGo. Okay, so take your time. These ones are a little bit longer, I think. I don't know, so 3 minutes. The longest one is 4 minutes long. Okay, in this one, but yeah, they're also very good. Okay, so that is the training section. Up again under the media, we've got presentation builder. Now, I was hoping that the PDF was going to be available so I could show you this section of it, because it's pretty cool. You can literally put a presentation together using the assets within the app or within the platform of MannaGo. You can create your own kind of presentation with a video, some information on a sheet, however you want to do it. You can actually build it yourself within here. Okay, so it's under the media, it's under presentation builder. Once you have that, this is the thing, I don't know, I would assume it's only going to be available on the web, the computer. All right, because through the app you can share the individual pieces, but I don't believe you can share a combined presentation. If you build one, let me know how it goes. But yeah, it's very simple. What we want to do is step 1, create a presentation. So through here, we can either search via one of these headings or tags, as I was saying before. If you click on it, it'll only show you the information within that tag. At the moment, I've got access to everything, and there's 3 pages worth of it. So if I wanted to do a presentation on how it all works, I can click that. I know that that's the video. If we go down, I can then access a PDF to go along with the video, and then I can enter the name of the presentation and save it. And then that will be my presentation created. All right. And then you can share that with whomever, and they will have access to both parts at the same time. I guess it's just easier than sending 2 different assets in separate links, that kind of thing. All right. So that's pretty cool. Underneath media again, we have drips. I'm a bit of a drip sometimes, but drips is a drip campaign. You may remember I did start talking about this in the last training, but I wasn't aware of where we could do that. Now I know it's under media, and you can actually create your own drip feed or drip campaign. Now a drip campaign basically is you set the criteria within the system of when you want an email to be sent to a certain person. All right. And then once it's all set up, the system does it automatically every time that scenario takes effect. Okay. Or when you add that a new person to the feed. Okay. So you can see here, I've got my day after vid feed because I literally created that this afternoon. So from here, I'm just going to click on it to show you what's actually in it. Actually, no, let's do it the other way. Let's go out and let's do one together. We want to add a drip. So the big blue button, add drip. This is how you create a drip feed. We need to give it a title. You can give it whatever title you want. It's going to be in English. The first time I did this, I had to pick, I think, did I have to pick the language? Possibly. I think it might, actually, no, it was something on the phone that I did. But yeah, sometimes you might have to pick the language, just search through the list of languages and pick English, if that's what you want to send it in. The markets, you should have access to all of our markets. If you don't, you will probably only have access to the 3 that we are within Australasia. So that would be Australia, New Zealand, and Singapore. But you can select which market you want this drip feed to work in. Okay, so for me, it's we'll just say Australia. And the tags again. So tags are the headings of the different sections within the app. Okay, so we've got business shareables, audios, app training, that kind of stuff. So right, you need to pick one. Let me go docs. Alrighty, so once I've done that, step 2 is drip items. We need to click on the big blue button, which is the add button. Up here, we can give it the subject. So this is now creating an email that will be sent to whoever you add to this drip feed or this or new client. Basically, it's for what is it? Prospects. You're sending something to a prospect. The one I did earlier was literally, I think it said, hi, such and such. Let me show you what I mean by that. Hi, such and such. If you go hi and then add this blue button, it says add a custom data. You can actually add within the email it's a data pulling thing within computers, and it pulls the desired information that you are seeking within a different platform, i.e. Excel normally. So what I did was add the contact first name. And so I've just clicked on the blue tick box next to that and added add selected. And so when this gets sent, it won't look like this. It will say, hi, the person's first name. And it will actually say their name. Okay. The reason we set it up this way is because with an automated system, you can't go in every time and write someone's name in to send it. Or you could if you wanted to do a manual email every time. But if you wanted to set something up to be an automatic system, if you put these custom data sections in, then it will pull that information for you without you needing to do it yourself. Okay. So it's the whole point of this is to be an automated system that you don't have to touch once it's set up. All right. So you then can fill in the rest of your email however you want. You can write whatever you want. Along the top here, you've got your normal standard email touch points, as in you can make it all centered, or you can make it to the right. You can make dot form or bullet form, bold, underline, the different fonts. Now, there's only a few fonts available within this platform, but these are it. You can change the size, and then, of course, the color. There's also this button here. I don't know if you can see that. Let me scroll in a bit. This one, it's actually a world with a like a chain around it. And that's a link button. And as you can see, if you hover over it without touching anything, the little pop-up comes up saying what it actually is. So it says link. You can now, if we wanted to say Mannatech, if I highlight this word, then click on link, it's now going to ask me where I want to take, where I want this person to go. So the URL of the website, if they click on that name, Mannatech. Okay, so if I was to put, I wouldn't need to do the HTTPS, but we'll try this. Alrighty, so that's the link info, link type, target. We will open up in a new window. We don't need to do advanced, I don't think. But if we go okay, now that's changed it to, and you can see there's now an underline under it as well. So that should be an active link that once this is up and running, where whoever gets this email can click on the Mannatech word and it'll take them to the au.mannatech.com website. Ideally, you don't want to do anything like that because the email itself is going to be linked back to you and your PMW. So if you send them away from that, it's not going to be linked to you. Okay, so that's just a side note on that. But if you wanted to send them to a different website that housed information on something, by all means, you can put the link in there. It doesn't have to be the horrible URL view of the link, as in you can highlight the name and then add a link to it. You can also then add media to this. So I've just clicked on the add media. It's now brought up the media page where I have access to all the videos, PDFs, images, that kind of stuff that I can just click on and then put add media, the big blue button again. Okay, and then that will add that piece of that asset to the email that I'm creating. I will get out of that because, like I said, I had already set one up. I hope everyone can still see that. I just made it a bit smaller. So this is the one I made up earlier. And I've just put the drip title of it, the day after vid, because in my actual email, it says hi, and then contact's first name. Thanks for talking to me, blah, blah, blah. I sent you a video. Why haven't you watched it yet? That's how direct I would be. But that's just showing you that's how it looked. Oh, actually, I will show you this as well. There is a button or a tab here that says preview message. If you click on it, it will show you what they will, well, what it would look like for them to receive this email. As you can see, it's headed with MannaGo because it's coming from the MannaGo app. There's my email. There's my little picture and my contact details. All right. Fairly straightforward. That link, I'm hoping, will take us back to my PMW. Okay, want to learn more? Perfect. You can see that it's got my details up the top still. So this is still linked back to me. It's got, well, it's asking for their details and then they tell me more. Okay, won't let me go any further without that. But anyway, it's all linked back to me, as you can see. So it's, yeah, this app's awesome. I love it. Let's go back to where we were. Okay, so underneath the media, we have one-click email. So one-click email is just that, a one-click email. But it's a pre-written email that you can have in the system. All right, so we've got email scripts here. but we can add a custom, oh, sorry, not that. We want to write our message, okay? So email subject line, again, it's the same setup as what it was for the drip feed on how you actually write your email. So this is the same thing. You add what you want to say. You can then add custom data like the person's first name, surname, or your details. You can add media to it. And down here it shows email formats. So we always want it to be both plain text and HTML. Does anyone know the difference? One just looks prettier. One holds all the formatting that you do within the email, and then the other one just makes it plain Jane. Okay. It turns it into just like a Word document, really. Actually, not even a Word document. It's your notes on your computer. Anyone who writes in notes or sticky notes, it's exactly like that. There's no specialty to it. You can't do any colors or links or images, nothing. All right, it's just text itself. With us being an anti-spam country, you're just not allowed to do it here. We need you to tick the box down here on the left that says, I agree to the anti-spam policy. Okay. Without clicking it, I believe it won't save for you, so you need to click it. Otherwise, there's no point doing it. But yes, so this is just setting up the email itself. Once it's all set up, you've got your contact list up the top. You should be able to just click it and send it. Down here, bottom right, send email. All right. This is good to do a group announcement. And you do that via here as a yes. So I don't have an email set up to show you. I do apologize. I should have created one earlier. But like I said, you've got the click send email button down bottom right. You just click their names, send the email, and that will send a bulletin out to all of those people with whatever you've created. Alrighty. As you all know, there is a paid version of MannaGo. With the paid version, you get a lot more access to things. Okay, so media library sharing, you've got Learn, which everyone has access to anyway. The activity feed, which you all have access to. Contacts, artificial intelligence, so the AI composer. That's, you may have noticed if you've gone to share an asset in the app. At the bottom or one of the screens, it says write your email kind of thing before you send it. Underneath that, there is, can't think of what it looks like now, but it's basically an AI, it says AI composer. You can have the system actually create the email itself based on the asset and the information that it pulls from the asset. So if it's a video, it would have seen what's in that video to be able to add some wording or verbatim to that email for you. And then we have keyboard features. There is another section in the paid version of the app that transforms your keyboard, I believe, into a quick click actionable keyboard. I don't know how else to explain it. How do I explain that? It basically, it changes things on your keyboard. But in the app, so when you go to write a text to someone, you can quickly share your favorited assets without needing to go to the media itself. You can just click a button, it'll do it automatically. That kind of thing. All right, it's basic. I don't know what you call that. It's a quick something button. All right. Yeah, listen to me with my technical terms, but I'm good. But yeah, it's a quick function. All right. You get that with the paid version. There's also a thing called Pulse, which is custom. I don't know what the Pulse thing is. And I wasn't aware of this, but you also get business reports within the paid version of the app. Okay, so I would say that that's based on the amount of assets that you send and the click ratio. That is the amount of people that you've sent an asset to and the amount of those people that have actually clicked on it and watched it or viewed it or read it or, then clicked on further to the website. That kind of data. You'll get all that with the paid version of MannaGo. There's also the My Media and team content sharing, which is you can, I think I mentioned this vaguely last time, you can create your own videos like testimonials, that kind of stuff, and upload it to the actual platform for you to have access to, and it has then it will all also be linked back to you going forward. So with the paid version, you can upload a video. I think there's also a PDF section of that where you can upload PDFs that you've created as a team or by yourself, however you do it. You can upload it and then it becomes accessible wherever you are because it's on through the app. But it's also linked back to you. So anytime you share that, you can then get updates in your feed when that person has clicked it and gone further, okay? Alrighty, so that is everything under the media section. Contacts is the same. You can manage, import, add, that kind of thing. Your feed is, it talks about your announcements. However, I tested this afternoon and the announcement didn't come through. So I do need to follow up on that part. And I've noticed that it's not linked back to the app as well. So the feed within the desktop version is different to the feed within the app. All right. And I would say that the feed in the desktop version is linked to whatever asset you send via the desktop, as opposed to the feed in the app is based on what you've sent through the app. Yeah. So you've got two different feeds. It would be great if they linked up, but I don't believe they do. If anyone's got anything different to say about that. Oh, Vincent, we lost you. So yeah, so that's the difference in the feeds. The to-do list, I think we basically kind of vaguely went over this last time. I created two to-dos and I did them straight away because there was nothing in the description. So yeah, you can create your own to-do notifications or lists within the app itself. I believe you can set it up to have an alert to remind you of them. And then under business, which is at the end, is basically two buttons, both taking you to exactly the same place, which is mannatech.com. All right. So I believe the back office SSO, I'm hoping is going to be linked to, so I'm hoping it will take you directly to the back office for you guys. So you don't have to do the login again at mannatech.com once they add the quick link to the back office. Hoping that's how that will work, because currently if you press it, it will take you to the website, but I have to log back in. All right. Considering I have already logged in, I was hoping that it would just do it automatically. And I'm hoping that that does happen once they add the quick link to your back office system. Okay. And that should be done, I'm hoping, this week. But I've only just emailed it as of today. I only found out about it. Vincent, did you have something to say, or you guys talking? Cool. It's nice to see you, by the way. Alrighty, so that is that. There was one thing more I wanted to show you, and then we will wrap it up. Last time we had a quick talk about this, I was referring to an area where you can add your socials. I thought it was on the actual desktop platform. It is not. It is within the app. So let me share the screen on my phone and we will go through that. But yeah, I basically the reason I want to touch on this is because when I first did it, I did it wrong. And I don't want you guys to get it wrong, because then you'll think that it's working and it's not. So I would prefer to show you how to do it properly to start with. All right, so that should be coming up shortly. Alrighty, so if I go back into the app, so it comes up like this, or not like that, but you know what it comes up like this. If I go to, there you go, there's the how it all works presentation, the PDF I added, it is there. Currently, like I said, it's PDF version, so I need to figure that part out. But if we go down to the more button, bottom right hand corner, click on my profile. Actually, I could have just clicked on settings from there. But I don't want to go to settings. I want to stay here under my profile. We've got the share options tab, which is second from the top. If we click on that, we now have two options. One is lead capture, the other is social display. The social display is the area that I was referring to previously, where you have access, or you can input your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, your MySpace, what else we got? Friendster, Flickr, Google Plus, Instagram. I don't know what that is. Congregate, Congregate even. Congregate. I've never heard of that one. Last FM. All of these are different social networking platforms. All right. You might only have 2 of them. You might have 4 of them. You might have all of them. Good on you if you can keep up with all of them. But when you go to it, all you need to do basically is add your username. So whatever platform it is, add the username from that platform into the white rectangle underneath the heading of that platform, basically. All right, so you can see currently on my page, I've got Facebook, and then the username that I use or that we use here internally is mannatech.australasia.official.page. That is our Facebook account or our Facebook page. So the reason you want to add this bit of information is because when an asset is sent to someone, they have the option to click on Learn More. When they click on that and it comes up with your details, it will also then come up with these links. So it'll come up with your socials, basically. So then they can click on your social and go and view what you do in your personal life on Facebook or Instagram or what you post about. So I'm saying all of that so that when you add your details or add your username, you are adding the one for your business account, not the one where you go out partying every weekend. Okay. That one you might want to keep private, but for here, or unless that's how you want to promote your business, that's fine. That's totally up to you. Okay. Remember, our business, your way. So yeah, just make sure that you're putting in your business account usernames in here. You will notice as well that none of these have an @ symbol at the front. So that's the part where I wanted to make sure that we're all aware. Generally speaking, when you talk about your, I think it's your Pinterest or your Twitter account, normally whenever you send your username to someone or your whatever it's called, yeah, it's a username, profile name, there's always an @ symbol at the beginning, and then it's got your name or your handle. You don't need that for here, okay? So take out the @ symbols, just put your username, I just had the right word, but anyway. Okay, you know what I mean. It's that one there, the Mannatech _AU. Alrighty, so that's all I wanted to or make sure that you're all aware of. Are there any questions? I'm going to turn that screen sharing off. Let me say thank you for joining. I'm going to turn off the recording now.